Hello everyone, welcome to SaturFACTOry. This is our first episode where I am going to be playing, well, mostly Satisfactory, as the name suggests, but I'm also going to spend some time visiting some of these base building games I've been spending a lot of time playing. Astroneer is on that list. No Man's Sky will probably be on that list at some point, even though that's got a lot more going on than just base building. But yeah, we are here in the jungle, and we have a very, very humble beginning here. We have basically just steel, copper, and concrete going on right now. And nothing really automated like we need it to be. And we're also at a bit of an impasse. We need to build the space elevator in order to get more stuff going on, in order to level up, as it were, and get access to more cool stuff. This is new from the last time I streamed. I built an awesome sink, which you throw in stuff you don't need. So like, if I got way too much concrete, I can throw that in here, and it'll make its way up into the sink, and it'll get grinded up, and we'll work toward getting these printable coupons. We got 6 of them already right here. And then you come over here to the awesome shop, and you can buy all sorts of stuff. Now, some of this stuff, I'm of two minds on this, because some of this stuff was unlocked through regular progression in the game before they introduced the awesome shop. For instance, like all of these walls would have been a tier that you unlock by just playing the game. But they did add some cool stuff in here, like these conveyor wall mounts that you can place anywhere you want, and of course the hyper tubes, which are really, really cool. One thing that I wish they didn't, and it's just because, you know, you gotta sacrifice materials in order to get access to some of this stuff. You have to, there's no other way to do it, is these things, walkways. Walkways are a big thing that I use in my factories, so I'm just gonna buy them right now. And we got them unlocked. Yeah, so what are we gonna do today? Well, like I said, we have to build a space elevator, and in order to do that, we need a lot of resources. You'll see over on the right, I already got the resources, so we don't have to grind out those, which is a good thing. But we need a lot of space for it too. So I think we have enough space here. So I'm probably just gonna plop it down right here. The thing about this game is, nothing you ever put in place is permanent. Like, you kind of have to plan on, be willing to place a whole bunch of stuff, and then later on down the line, be willing to destroy it. And the refund cost on everything is full, so you don't lose any resources, which is great. So we're just gonna make some more of these platforms, and then we're gonna make our elevator. We got a visitor here. He keeps wandering through. You'd think after all this time coming through here already, you'd figure out maybe I should find a different path, but he just comes through and he makes some weird noises, and then he moves on. So we're okay with that. The space elevator. Look at this big thing. Oops. Look at this. I can't even see it. Oh, I actually can't afford it. I need 2 more concrete, because I made those platforms. That's fine. That's fine. We got plenty of materials making here. Elevator. That thing, I think he left. He doesn't stick around for too long. He just kind of wanders through, says hi, and leaves. I don't know where he went. It's like a big, giant, bulbous anteater kind of elephant thing. I don't really know what it is, honestly. Oh boy! All right, so look at this thing. This is big. This thing is big. So we're just gonna say it's going right there. And all of my materials that I used, that I built with my bare hands behind me with all of the machines. Alright. Installed. So now we can come up here and we can see what we need to... We need smart plating, so... The progress in this game is basically just, you know, you make materials, different parts and things like that. You feed them into the corporate entity Fixit, which is... I've got the coffee mug right here. And they unlock different tiers of equipment that you can build and stuff like that. And that's pretty much the loop of the game. This is kind of like, oh boy, look at, we got flying manta ray here as well. Got all sorts of wildlife in the world. Some of it's dangerous, most of it is actually pretty docile. I think we've got Doggo over here, which he's not really, he's not letting me pet him right now. I don't know. I guess I'm petting him, I don't know. Yeah, so you unlock all these kinds of different buildings and like create more complicated stuff. And yeah, that's kind of the loop, and this is kind of like the big, it's not really end game because there isn't really an end to the game yet, but it's kind of like where the end of the road, so to speak, is through this elevator. All of the upgrades that we're going to unlock from now on come from here. We are still going to get some from there, but the big ones are going to be from here. So yeah, now we need to figure out how to make this plating. Have they done graphics upgrades or performance? Yeah, I mean, they touch up a lot of the assets every time they do a major update, I think. As far as performance, it performs about as well as I remember it. There was a time where, and this may be a particular location on the map, more so than the game overall, where it was kind of stuttering when it was loading in new chunks of the terrain. Maybe that's the last time you saw me play it. That was in the desert area. That was a new area, and it's big and open, and you're kind of moving through a lot of space very quickly. So I think the game struggled a little bit to load in some of those assets. This is not gonna work here. And you don't have much of that issue here because it's such a small enclosed space. You're not really traveling very far. You really only have this valley to work with, which means we're going to be doing a lot of vertical building here, which should be fun. Yeah, maybe that this is the Steam version versus the last time I played, which was the Epic version. So I think they probably put in a little bit of extra work to get the current version up to snuff for when they launched on that, so it runs really well. One thing they did add, which I just noticed, is you actually grab the handle of the ladder with your hand. You didn't do that before. And of course with my coffee cup, one-handed ladder walking, climbing, whatever. Alright, so our power just went out. Cool. Probably we just ran out of fuel. So we will... Yeah. That's all. Alright, so now what we gotta do is we gotta start figuring out what we need to get to the next tier of upgrades. Like I said, in order to do that, we need to supply this gigantic elevator with 50 smart plating. So we need to figure out how to make smart plating. Let's see what the constructor can make. The constructor cannot make smart plating. That's not one of the recipes that it has unlocked, so that means it's probably going to be in the assembler. Now, forget how we search recipes. There's like there is a menu. Forgot how to get to it though. Oh, X, there we go. So, smart plating. So that needs reinforced iron plate and rotors. So rotors... Are rotors here? I think we're gonna need assemblers. Yeah, we're gonna need assemblers. So let's make some assemblers. Let's see. It's production assemblers. We're gonna need a few of them. Let's start with 2. So we need reinforced iron plate, which I believe we actually make at the assembler as well. But we'll have to make them here right now, as also we're gonna have to make rotors here as well too. Yeah, so I'm excited to start this little bit of a series that I'm going to be doing and show you guys some of these games, because they're really cool, and a lot of them, they keep getting updated over time. So like this is obviously an early access, so it's got a ways to go before it'll be anywhere near complete. But Astroneer is actually technically out officially, like version 1.0, but they still do update it, and just this week they put out an automation update, which I've been kind of screwing around with a little bit. Not quite sure how robust it is yet, because I've only spent a little bit of time with it, but yeah, we'll look at that at some point too. Alright, so we can make these assemblers. I heard... Oh, there's our big guy. Our friend. Yeah, he's just hanging out. Doing his thing. If you land on top of them, which you can when you do things like climb that giant archway up there, you bounce. So he's made of rubber, apparently. let's see. We're gonna need, assemblers need quite a lot of space. So, let's put this here. Will we be able to squeeze another one in? No, we won't. So we'll have to do that somewhere else. Let's see, reinforced iron plate. We need rotors. Let's try and squeeze at least 2 of these side by side in this space. It's very generous with allowing you. It's very generous with allowing you to place things like on terrain. The terrain isn't. You can't terraform anything yet. Anyway, I don't know if that's going to be something they add. So we made 2 of these. We need rotors, which are rods and screws, and we need reinforced iron plates, which are screws and iron plates. I think this is an iron. No, this is rods. So we'll just do this. We are not, by the way, not in the organization phase of this game yet, so things are gonna be messy. Not usually my style, but it's kind of how it goes early on. Especially in this area where it's very very cramped space. Let's see, so this is screws. Did I just unlock stackable? Yes. Woo, yeah, stackable conveyor belts. Can't afford. Damn. There it is. Encroaching others' clearance. That is. Oh, okay. It's I gotta get these on my quick bar. Come on. So conveyor belts can overlap each other. That is a very convenient thing. It's messy, like I said, we're not organizing right now, but it is very convenient that we can do that. So now this doesn't have power, but it should have the supplies it needs. This also needs screws. Probably gonna have a screw shortage here, but what are we gonna do, huh? Early on, we're kinda expected to be a little slow in our production. All right. Now we're gonna need a lot more power to run those things. So we're gonna need another one of these. Let's stick it way over here. Okay. Get these fired up. Alright, now we need to get some power over here. Looks like we're gonna have to build a new pole. That's fine. That's fine. There. All right, now we'll be automated making reinforced iron plates. Here. And rotors over here. And then we can make another assembler. To take those pieces and turn those into the smart plating we need. All right. Oh boy, that's tight. Better give it a little extra room here. Can't. Oh man, man. I'm not used to this. Playing like later game and stuff. Never running out of supplies. Never running out of supplies. And then smart plating. And boop, right in. All right, so now we need power out here. I think what we'll do is this and this. So yeah, this isn't gonna go super fast, but it's kind of like you leave it and do something else while you're pumping these into the space elevator. So what I will do is start to figure out my actual factory layout. This is limestone, which makes concrete. I think this is also limestone. Yeah, ooh, that's a pure node too. All right. So this is gonna be where I'm gonna move my concrete manufacturing, because we got these two nodes over here. Steve, and yes, this right now is PC exclusive. It's on Steam, Epic, whichever one you want to buy it on. I think they're probably gonna bring it to console at some point. It just seems like they're keen to do stuff like that, and I think a lot of the way they've got it mapped out would work pretty well on a gamepad if they ever add gamepad support. So hopefully it eventually comes to console. Not a lot of these kinds of games on console, so it'd be a good addition, in my opinion. Let's see. Let's start building out this. Encroaching others' clearance. What the heck does that mean over here? Oh, there's a bird in the... Usually it's a building. It isn't usually a parrot bird thing. Alright, we'll see if that's gonna be too close or not. Problem with these big foundations is you can't make one jump to get up. At least not yet. We haven't unlocked that yet. Alright, let's fill this in while we're at it. Concrete. Oh no, we got grass growing through the platform. Not my problem. See, we've already done 8. We're gonna get done in no time. Alright, let's move. Well, actually we don't need to move that yet. Let's plan out our situation over here. So we're gonna have a miner there and a miner over there, and we're gonna want to bring both of them into this platformed area independently. We're not going to want to merge them because, I mean, they're so close to our base. We want to keep them as separate supply chains. So probably... Oh, I don't have conveyor walls. I'm hoping they do with conveyor walls with what they did with the way you bring pipes through walls. So walls, I need to unlock these. Oh man. So with, is it attachments? So with pipeline wall attachment, just makes like a hole in the wall wherever you put it. But with the walls, they have these with the conveyor walls, they have these pre-built configurations. And I really want to just be able to put a hole in a wall wherever I want the conveyor belt to be. We need 4 tickets. So let's load this up with some junk. I don't know if that's going to do it or not, but... we are producing way more than we need, so I don't care about, well, certain things anyway. I don't care about throwing stuff in the sink. At the moment, how's the supply chain going here? It looks pretty good. Oh no, that's producing only at 30%. That's because it's not getting nearly enough screws. 50%. That's okay. It's just the way it's going to be right now. These reinforced iron plates will get us some tickets, that's for sure. That'll take a little while. In the meantime, we're gonna need at least 1 miner, so I know we've got one of these. Production miner. Okay, that's all we needed. Alright, so knowing what the future is going to bring, I'm going to want to keep this. Is that straight? Keep this going high. That way I can drive underneath it. Still not very high, but hopefully it'll do. And then we're going to build another miner here. Maybe by that point we'll have enough tickets to... Tickets are coming in slow. I'm not gonna lie. Tickets are well, we are just throwing in wire at the moment, which is not very lucrative when it comes to ticket manufacturing, but it'll get there. And we're just gonna move this along. Is this pure? No, that's a normal node, so that's not too big of an issue to skip. All right, we'll let that go. I wonder if that's probably going to be too high. No, it's not. All right. These are really close to each other. I'm not going to be able to do a nice turn with them in their current configuration. What are we doing? Where's that line up there? Well, surprised. I was expecting that to be telling me it was too steep. See, so this, what we're gonna do is we're gonna put one here. It's kind of a temporary setup until we get those conveyor walls unlocked. Yeah, not quite as pretty as I would like it, but we are moving along. God, early on power lines, they're such a hassle because you can only have 4 things connected to each one. Not power lines, power poles. Alright, so now we've got a lot more concrete coming out of here. And now I gotta think about what I'm actually going to do on this ground floor of the factory. So at this point, I should be building constructors to turn this limestone into concrete, which I think is what I'm going to do. I was thinking about doing an entire, like, ground floor of just raw materials and then not doing constructors until the second floor, which maybe I'll do. Basically, then I'd have this coming in, but what I would need is some, let's see, logistics, organization. Yeah, organization. I don't know, because then eventually what I'm going to need, what I'm going to have are pipes as well, pumping in oil and water. Oh, I don't know. It's probably going to be bottom floor is just materials, and then second floor is going to be constructors, and then third would be assemblers, etc., etc. Mostly because, like, there's nodes all around here. So I think there's a copper node over here. That shiny thing way over there is either copper or iron. Not sure. So you're kind of pulling resources from all sorts of different directions, and ultimately you want them all feeding into the same. Like, you want all of your iron, all of your copper feeding into the same system, so you're not worrying about dividing that up per node. Yeah, this did not give me the tickets I wanted. I need those tickets. Hey, we're halfway there. Living on a prayer. All right. Lots of stuff we can still do. What I need to do is just start this ramp so I can get it up to where I need it to actually be. Yeah, that's not gonna do it. That ain't gonna do it. Okay. I don't know what the heck I'm doing here. See, that's not, I need that to be right aligned with the wall. I don't know why it's being such a pain. See, I don't want it to do that. And then here I need it. Maybe probably need I need tickets. And this is kind of like what I was talking about earlier about how previously I could have unlocked these things through just regular tiers, but because I need tickets, it ends up being a little bit more of a hassle. So yeah, see, I need 2 for this, 5 for this. Let me see here. Now I'm hoping what I can do is put... That's still not gonna snap to it, huh? That's a bummer. I don't know. There's this option in here. Item abbreviation. Controls. Gameplay. Turn that off. Oh, still not letting me do it. Bummer. Welp. Guess we'll figure that out at another time. Maybe this will be all right. Then I can do the pipes. See? No, it's not high enough. Looks dumb. Oops. So I need this to basically start in the middle of this here, and it just will not do it. Used to do it. I have other factories to prove it. See, like that. That's what I want. But I want that, well. Look at this. Exactly what I wanted. Not exactly where I wanted, but not bad. There we go. Now I can do a wall door here. Put one of these here. Then we're gonna make a nice little walkway around here. Both sides, actually. All right. Now let's see how we're doing on those tickets. Nowhere near enough. Cool. We got plates. Plates. How are we doing here? 16 more? Ooh, we can make modular frame. Why not? Cable, biomass. I think I need 4. I think what I'm gonna do is just, I've got tons of wire, I mean cable, so I think I'm just gonna throw this into here and let it go. I really want to you know, do it right. Actually, I wonder if I should just build out that way. Like instead of ending the factory here, really taking advantage of the space and continuing to... Oh. Why not? Why not? Concrete. Concrete. I'm gonna start running out of concrete soon. Real soon. Oh boy. That's what happens when you're when you tear down the constructors. This is what I talk about when I'm like, we're gonna be tearing everything down all the time. Nothing's safe. I almost just deleted the space elevator. That would have sucked. What do we say? About right here? Oh yeah, that'll be nice. That'll be nice. We got one coming in here, then the other coming in here. Then we can go to the second floor. Foundations. It's too short. Put that there, it's gonna be real low to the ground. You know, maybe not that bad though. 'Cause we don't need a ton of space on this bottom floor, right? Presumably. Hey, Birdo. Alright, I think I'm gonna temporarily start building constructors here to get me some concrete. Missing reinforced iron plate, of course. Hey, Brett. How goes it? How's the gaming? Let's see. All right, power. Yeah. All right, let's get that rolling. Because like I Figured we would. We ran out of concrete. See, I think what I'm planning is this is going to be the bottom floor. It's just going to be raw materials. I can bring in these. There's enough room here to run some pipes to bring in liquids. Yeah, this game is cool, Brett. This is Satisfactory, and it will consume your life if you let it. I find it quite addicting. In a good way. It scratches that organizational itch. It scratches that getting one more thing done itch. It looks really pretty. What else could you possibly need? You're not killing anything, which is a nice, refreshing change of pace. I mean, yeah, you do kill stuff. I'm not gonna lie. There are moments where you are killing things in this game, but it's not the main focus. And they're bad things, so they deserve to die. They don't deserve to die. You're totally just... You're invading their space, and they're defending it, and you're just gonna stop them. That's how it's gonna go. It's not gonna end well for them. Oh, I need fuel for this. Wonder how far we can get with it. Nope, that's it. I have a bit of a, running into a bit of a biomass issue. I'm glad I checked that before it, all of my power supplies all of a sudden ran out of fuel. People be out there saying save the rainforest. I'm out here saying there's too much of it. Look at it. There's just... Seriously, just chill on the rainforest, right? Am I right? Oh boy. Oh. Look at this, natural egress. Okay. This is boring. This is not... the most exciting part of this game. Early on, making these fuel resources. The next step, which is probably what we'll be doing the next time we do this game, will be coal. Getting coal going. Tree lives do matter. I'm not afraid to say it. As I tear them down. Normally, if I was playing this off stream, I would put a I'll put something on my keyboard, because all I gotta do is hold the space bar to craft these things. I'd put something on my keyboard and walk away. If I stay silent, you won't know if I did or didn't do that. Oh, we'll do oil eventually, Brett. Coal is just the first step. And then from there, it's nuclear power. Alright, this is taking way too long. I wonder if I can requisition one of these to make it for me. We've got plenty of steel plates, so let's convert this into a solid biofuel production facility. Well, we're not quite into the oil yet, so we're like... we're not even prospectors, really. So we're safe for now. This is annoying. Let's move this down here. Oh. What are we doing here? What? There. Start working. I think maybe it's gonna be a pretty useless area over here. Could move our biofuel generators over here. I wonder if will they fit? Oh, they will totally fit. Why not, right? Thanks for stopping by, Brett. I will be calling very soon. Not today, but soon. Yeah, it's gonna... Yeah, I don't care. I don't care. It's gonna be a temporary thing. Bio fuel generators are not something that you will be using for a majority of the game, so... One, two, three, four, five. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's one more than we already have going right now, so that's good. Oops. Hit my mic. Put that there. Then we're going to put that there. Let's put that there. One there. We're not actually going to do that. That was not. String these together. Those are connected. That can go here. There. There. Alright. Now we're clear to clear out some of these biofuel generators. That's one. That's 2. He also seems to have way more power than we really need right now. Which is good. Very nice. As you can see, this thing makes these solid biofuels way faster than I do by hand. How are we doing here? Ooh, we got all 50! I'm actually going to let this continue and make a couple more of these. While we launch this. Ready? Ready, here we go. Seal it. Send it. There they go, whatever they were. Probably to make space bombs. And yeah, so now we've got 3 more things we need to make. We need to make 500 of those same things we just made, plus these 500 of these and 100 of these. It never ends. Actually, it does end, but it's going to be a long time before it ends. No, only 1 ticket. Alright, so now we've got new things we can unlock. That excuse me. That unlocked tier 3 and tier 4. Coal power. So coal power is substantial. It used to just be you get coal and you bring it to a coal refinery and that's it. Now there is fluid dynamics in the game. It's not really dynamics, it's just water. And coal generators need to be cooled in order to produce power. So you need coal and water at wherever location you're building your coal power plants. So that's going to be a whole thing. I need to unlock it first. I need to supply these things. We have vehicular transportation, which is a good way to explore and also a good way to bring large amounts of materials from one location to another. We'll explore that at a little bit later. Basic steel production. So this is also going to be coal. It's the first step at combining 2 different types of raw materials. You're gonna into this foundry. You're gonna pump in both coal and steel and iron, raw iron and raw coal, and then it's gonna create steel ingots and so on and so forth. You'll see that versatile framework. That's one of those things that we need to build in order to fill our requirement for the next level of the space elevator. So we will have to do steel. That's for sure. Then we have advanced steel production. We have improved personal, like improving your self. You get extra inventory slots, another hand slot, and a new melee weapon. Hyper tubes, which are really cool. And then we've got logistics. So the first, what we're probably going to focus on are first this, mostly because it's pretty low level things that we need to provide, and it will help us in the long run to be able to defend ourselves better and have bigger pockets, essentially. Wire. Got lots of wire. Boo. Now reinforced steel plates and then rotors. I think what I'm gonna do is temporarily turn this off. Listen, we're not gonna be supplying stuff to the space elevator for a long time. Like, we're not gonna meet these requisites for a very long time. So right now the best thing for us to do is spend those resources actually building things that we need currently. Iron plates and rotors for our own personal development. We're so close. Ooh, and a rotor. That'll give us a boost. I feel like they may have maybe nerfed how quickly you can get tickets. Maybe, I don't know. No, that's going to be encroaching. That's fine. That was pretty much expecting that. No, that was the right door. That was no, it's this other one that I'm gonna need. Yeah. Okay. Encroaching. What am I encroaching? Is it? No. Okay. It's this thing. Really? All right. Whatever. All right. But now we're on the second floor. Look at this. Imagine that. 2 floors. Alright, I feel like we're probably coming up on the end of this one. We're just kinda we hit that milestone with the space elevator, and now we're just gonna kinda be grinding out parts to hit our milestones. Like I said, the next big step is gonna be coal mining, and then associated with that is going to be what's going to be associated with that? Coal mining, steel production. Those are the kinds of the next big steps, and there's a lot of stuff we need to do in order to get there. Basically, I need to completely redo my iron production, as well as I don't think I've got to do too much with copper yet. That's more, copper's used more for like electronics and stuff like that. So we are not quite there, although there is wiring that I need to do, like automated wiring or something like that for the whatchamacallit, the space elevator. So maybe we do need to worry about copper. I don't know, I'm gonna have to take a step back and reassess the situation now that we are where we are. I gotta figure out how I want to work all of these materials around, make sure I've got everything going to the right place. Start building my second floor, which is going to be all my constructors. Like I said, I got to bring iron in there, just like I did coal. Not coal, limestone. Yeah, we've got these things being made. That won't take too long. We need, basically I need to get things that I'm like really slow on, like these reinforced iron plates. I need to get those producing at a pace that are on par with these iron plates and iron rods and stuff and screws. And we should also do some exploring. Maybe I'll do a middle episode where we do a little exploration, because this is an open world video game. We're not trapped here. Maybe after I unlock the vehicle tier and get some better weapons, I'll come back and we'll do just an exploration mission stream and check out this big, wide, huge open world that we can explore, because there's a lot of cool stuff out there. But yeah, for now, that's gonna do it. Thanks everyone for hanging out. Like I said, this is gonna be a semi-regular stream. I don't know if I'll be back every single Saturday, and sometimes it may not even be on Saturday. We'll see how it goes, but this is something I want to keep doing, at least semi-regularly. So yeah, thanks again for hanging out, and we'll see y'all next time.